All right, well, Blacks will go for an early portal here. Yes, they're setting up for an early game.
Wait.
How do we see the counter portal play from both teams? Are they both portaling each other? They're realizing the other team is portaling? Where are they putting it?
They're just going to decide, you know what, we won't take this one. VIRTUSPRO, though, they are patient. Oh, what a cutoff. Goodbye, closer. Well, coffee's for closers, and he's going to have to go and have a coffee in the spawn for a while. Maybe a cigarette as well, as Black So is just going to be coming up, trying to build.
Okay, let's see this, chat. I just want to say, I'm going to root for FYRSTRAYS. I want FYRSTRAYS to win because we all know VIRTUSPRO is already at the top, bro. I want to see an upset.
Previously having to occupy.
Give us an upset, chat. Give us an upset.
Towards this position. It seems like FYRSTRAYS have been herded into this back line. Black So was temporarily laying down on the ground by Nevix, having access to that shield. Now can cut off a bunch of the healing. Five actually playing the Doctor Strange for themselves, and Damon's too far out. Nevix just bursts them down with the punches, and we saw an early usage of a skill issue as well to really keep FYRSTRAYS strategist penned in for a moment. Sparker in the back line has just been pumping out damage. Hasn't appeared in the frag feed thus far.
I think VIRTUSPRO is like the only team to run Punisher as well.
Maybe emulating some Pirate King Momo that we saw rank 1 Punisher with only the shotgun at one point in time. So
damn, Pirate King Momo got a shout out
to that final judgment. So we'll see if it comes to bear in this next team fight. That with the boost from the Rager Royal Flush is going to be a deadly combo.
Yeah, Drew walking back here to make sure he's got the widest POV possible to get everyone caught in that Raging Royal Flush. But now VIRTUSPRO were just forcing FYRSTRAYS to use resources to buy this space away.
They gave us a shout out actually earlier in the stream. They said shout out to all the people who are co-streaming, and then they gave us a shout out, so that's a W.
The first of those around the back onto Dreedro. Instead, it's going to be Sparker to absorb all of that aggro. A touch late on the invisible boundary, but no one else is going to be revealed.
Oh no, that's a feels bad man, bro. He got no value out of that.
Temporary target. In comes the big stun, but guess what? It's instantly cleansed. Dreedro was ready on the sticks, and while Damon's getting stuck in here with the Foxhorn to take down 5, the remainder of VIRTUSPRO is still dangerous. The limited capacity, hey,
they're getting some kills. W.
Could be everything. Spark's going to be the last one to come in here. Up comes the invisible boundary. It's going to be neutering the overall aim that Sparker has access to, not knowing where their enemies are. And this is actually a great fight play here from FYRSTRAYS. They've done this.
Hey, Fire got the point, bro. Hey,
so they did get stunned out a little bit using the Heartbreaker.
These so now in towards the back. Binary on the signature hold right now, cutting through multiple players from their uptight and personal. That's a lot of damage off the back of the Gamma collapse, and even more so.
Hey, they're doing it! They're doing it!
Invest the Eye of Agamotto. I like to be swapping off that dog.
Nice.
Is not going to be available. Maybe they'll stick to it just for the team up.
Nice, bro. Nice.
From FYRSTRAYS and didn't get a full 99% from VIRTUSPRO. I love the anti-dive that we're seeing from them with Binary, keeping them in the fight. And the flanks from Sloppo have not been underestimated by VIRTUSPRO, and unfortunately they have felt danger so many times that they try to go in. So it's been a great look for them, really looking for the Galactic Legend to enable them in this next team fight.
Fire once again moving. Triple challenges this time. Going to be matching the White Fox. And Sloppo, the off angle, has run out of damage boost. Needs to grab that once again from the Mantis to get optimal usage. Oh, Saipe isolated. That gives the push, but there's plenty of pocket for them there. You could hear the skill issue happening in the backside. Seems like it's onto Znos, and every single missed shot will be punished directly. Fincy chased on down by Sloppo. Picks their target, knowing that, hey, if everyone else is inside the invisible boundary, my best option is just to follow around this Deadpool who doesn't have any cover to work with. Out comes the Raging Royal Flush. Dreedro has made sure that everyone's buffed up. Fire getting up close and personal, and the tails, they are doing the damage. Znos has found that out the hard way. Sloppo even more so. I think that Fire may have just got a random bounce off the back of one of those marbles to pick up that one. And more Sparkle was there for extended, and Blackso's there to punish. VIRTUSPRO are partitioning apart the battleground. Blackso can't get anything off the back of the Eye of Agamotto. No stuns, no help, no kills to be found. The frags aren't there. And
oh my god. Chat, well. FYRSTRAYS was actually able to get to 92%, bro.
From Fi is unmatched. Going in with Nevix, targeting the Vanguards, they cannot even escape for a moment to breathe, and it's really shut down any of the maneuverability of FYRSTRAYS because they can't create space for their team. They can't back up the strategists because they're getting pushed in every time, and I love this counter play from VIRTUSPRO, swap into the White Fox.
Ball from Blackstone, ready to go. Everyone's going to be exiting here with a Gamma Shield as well to give them the enhanced safety. A missed exile there from Binary with the World Breaker Hulk. It's going to be ready to go. It could be temporarily stunned by Nevix using that quick stun on the air. And Sparker, there's going to be so much to deal with. Oh no, Binary can't put the ult in time.
Oh, that's a... Oh no, bro.
And Spark is just pumping out so much here. Binary is going to be kicking himself.
It's not over yet, chat. It's not over yet. It's not over yet. It's not over yet. Chat, it's not over yet. It's not over yet. It's not over yet. Chat, it's not over yet. Hey, that was only round one.
So
It's not over yet.
But not close enough on Celestial Hand for
No.
FYRSTRAYS. Maybe a bit
Not
more
over yet.
open of a map for Celestial Vault.
Oh, I gotta show you guys
benefit
Boba if he comes
FYRSTRAYS
here.
A bit more here. It's a tough spot to find themselves in. I feel like if Binary was able to get that Monster Hulk form off, it could have been enough for them to stall the back line, drag them away from the points, and position well enough for that last team fight.
Chat,
But
look, he's wearing his bow
fortunately for
tie.
FYRSTRAYS, it did not go off in time, so they will have to save their resources for this next one. And VIRTUSPRO are happy with the way that went.
Don't chat your bow tie.
That's one of the
Don't
closest
chat your bow
domination
tie.
rounds we've seen from VIRTUSPRO.
He's a good boy.
FYRSTRAYS played that one remarkably well. I think that the triple strategist with the White Fox definitely did inspire VIRTUSPRO temporarily. We see Fire having moved over to copy
It's a
that
pineapple
one.
bow
Now
tie.
interest of Akumiho Unleashed as well.
I'm really interested to see how Fly is going to use this Kumiho Unleash as well. If they're going to be using it more just to have focus against them while the rest of their team decimates the back line of FYRSTRAYS, or if they're using it just to keep hold of the objective against FYRSTRAYS as well. There's a couple different options for it, and we've seen it kind of evolving throughout the introduction of this hero into pro play.
Vinci, rocking the VIRTUSPRO jersey. Go get your own with the esports team bundle, now in the store for only 1,400 coins. Freedro stands ready with the Raging Royal Flush to all 6 members of VIRTUSPRO. And so it's going to be go time. There's not going to be too much to try and answer this one. Maybe Blackso can try and shut them down with an Iron Agamotto. It's going to be Snos instantly going in with the extra healing from the Soul Resurgence. But Fire's going to be able to easily answer it. How low Fire's HP is going.
Wow, nice stun on the Fox and like waste the whole duration though. Come on, FYRSTRAYS.
That thing can pump out is unbelievable. A Spirit Sanctuary gives an extra shield, and well, Sparker just becomes immune to CC anyway. Out come the miniguns. The final judgment will be rendered, and Spark has found you wanting. Binary down to little bad form, and Drigo is easily able to pick that one up.
Sparker just in a shooting gallery as well. Doesn't have to worry about too much getting into a good position. It took some time. Probably the most we have seen VIRTUSPRO struggle to win a first team fight, but they're in a solid position. The only problem is they don't have
Lumen? Appreciate the massive prime sub, my friend.
Depending on how Damon eventually gets theirs online, but Slopo does use this Galactic Legend, we could see the tides turn.
All right, Blackso already pulled on down. This is going to mess with the tempo of FYRSTRAYS. They're going to have to try and catch up to Blackso. The VIRTUSPRO aren't overly keen to try and collapse on this one. Instead, looking to see how FYRSTRAYS are going to path, knowing that Binary is going to quickly be able to catch up with the remainder of the Vanguard core. Those are getting closer and closer. The second they reveal themselves, they might find themselves in danger. Slopo needs a bunch of heal here. You can see the Spirit Sanctuary in midair that was given over by Damon. And with VIRTUSPRO...
See, what's really good about VIRTUSPRO is that as soon as you pop a ult, bro, they're all the way backed up already, and you can't even kill them. They have a... They are really good at kiting.
Defensive posture. Binary almost has the Hulk form back. Just about gets it in time as Fire makes an engagement happen. The White Claws, they do be a rending, and it's a White Fox diff in their favor. Blackso is struck back on the other side. The primary DPS.
Which is actually really good, chat. When you see another team use an ult and your team backs up and like LOSs it and they waste their ult, it's really good. Come on, Fire.
Invisible boundary. VIRTUSPRO are slowed, and Fincy can't quite get away. A misspit towards the back, and here's the Raging Royal Flush. They want Drigo so bad. It's going to be the White Fox going after them alongside Slopo. But guess what? Drigo's just too revenge. Snoss is down already. Slopo finally gets them. And
thank you.
Stuns from Blackso.
Oh, they killed Sparker. They're winning the fight.
Sparker, or better yet, just out-frag him.
That was one of the longest fights we have seen in some time. You need a bit of a breather here, like Dave, because they are not giving you a moment's notice. My gosh. Blackso with that amazing stun that we saw from the Eye of Agamotto really changed the game and allowed FYRSTRAYS to finally put an end to your torture. Oh, man.
Apple slice consumed. Let's get stuck back in.
Did he say apple slice consumed? Let's get back in.
That is going to be an absolutely massive clap. Look at them all together there. Big sleep comes through.
Oh my god. Oh my dude, the Hulk players. It is so fun to watch Hulk players, chat. I think I don't even play Hulk, but I think the most fun for me is watching Hulk players like clap them cheeks or sometimes like juggling them cheeks. It's really satisfying.
Look for FYRSTRAYS. They learned from what we saw from Team.
Yeah, it's like Winston in Overwatch. It's very satisfying to watch like a good Winston player like juggle.
Very good support, especially from Damon, as we talked about being that domination specialist. And this might be the first time we see VIRTUSPRO lose a point on Dom.
Great aggressive play. Slopper hasn't even had to use their
back cap
yet.
Wait, there's no way VIRTUSPRO actually loses a domination, right?
Someone's going to be there to try and deal with Fincy. VIRTUSPRO already have Sparker moving over onto the Doctor Strange. The pentagram of Ferrara will soon be open. Nevix needs to be dealt with before we can get more done. Fincy's evasion is certainly going to be something to think about here as VIRTUSPRO move to open the portal. Fincy won't be there for a fight, but might well respawn just in time to come on back. Sloppo knows it's time.
See, look at that. He uses his ult, but he's never getting any kills because the other team is really good at like
plenty of staying power thanks to Fire with the Soul Resurgence.
They're really good at disengaging and like kiting that ultimate ability.
For stuns in onto thigh. Oh, look at the healing. Look at his health bar move. VIRTUSPRO are so good when it comes to a focus, and Cyber has an invisible boundary. It's the time to use it though. Was temporarily stunned, maybe exiled by Binary because no damage was given.
Oh, good pick. Win it. Win it.
It seems like all
win it.
has to do is
come on, FYRSTRAYS, win it.
Binary will stand alone.
I swear to God.
Oh, this Titan is slain and will also be staggered.
Oh, massive stagger on it to Binary. They will be able to escape in some direction. We'll see if they get one final hit off on them as the rest of FYRSTRAYS is trying to rally behind them. But I think this actually works better because it takes some time, especially with the ult charge nerf, for them to build up that Hulk form again. So works out pretty well for VIRTUSPRO to position themselves to kind of reverse sweep the second point, which I didn't expect going into this one, like they'd have to say.
No, come on. FYRSTRAYS can win this, chat. Come on. Come on, FYRSTRAYS. Lock it in. Strap it in. Strap it on. Come on, let's see this.
Going to be Eye of Agamotto ready to go as well. The chase onto Tridro is going to be supreme. What opening can Sparker find? Fies over here on the Wolverine, overwhelmed.
They got the first pick. They got 2 picks. They got 2 picks. The other team doesn't have TP. Uh-oh, they're only up 1. Wait, they got another pick.
Can do, but fall as slowly as possible. And more Spark has been taken out on the other side. Binary's well on top of Saipe. Out comes the Guardian Shield. A quick pull off.
Kill Saipe. Kill Saipe. They're not killing Saipe. They killed Saipe. Oh my God. Chat, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Dashes in to try and find some value, and Fincy needs to extricate themselves from this scenario.
Oh my God.
And down fall the Bears.
Dude.
Out of the kennel.
The first time the entire preseason we have seen VIRTUSPRO drop a point on the domination that goes to FYRSTRAYS. The vault has been broken open by Binary on the Hulk, and this might be the master formula that they need to take down
God, yo, if FYRSTRAYS wins this, chat,
map. I don't know necessarily.
I'll actually do these claps without my hands.
Have to adapt quick and find an answer. And Sparker going to the hit scan.
That'll be the first time VIRTUSPRO lost this time, bro.
The Wolfie viewers have heard of Bug Month, but what about Hulk Month, bro? Hulk Month. I'm so ready to see some more of this. And Binary's got yet another World Breaker Hulk ready to go. VIRTUSPRO will not have any ults to answer it unless
Dude,
out of his mind with charging on the.
What does anyone know what FYRSTRAYS record is as well?
For a lot of teams who are looking at this matchup,
remember, if Fire wins this, they stay in the playoffs. But I think if they lose this, they're actually kicked out of the playoffs.
So well on this,
I think, right? I think that's what the caster said.
But also the damage boost that we were talking about, how good that is with Hulk. Now using the portal play, seeing if they can get maybe a kidnap, one pick off of it. This will be massive for FYRSTRAYS if they can get it off.
Early mugging. They want Sparker, but Sparker's been able to dodge away for a moment. However, look at this. Everything at once. The kitchen sink.
Oh, no. Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
A few too many ultimates, but hey, in the end, when you just pop 3 ults off the rip against a team that can't really defend themselves, you're going to win the fight.
There we go. Already in the favor of FYRSTRAYS. VIRTUSPRO having to play from behind once again, and this positioning that we saw from them before. Sparker has just been pulling out a couple of different options and hasn't quite found one that has worked for them up to this point. And they've got to start sweating at least a little bit, especially because FYRSTRAYS seem to have figured them out.
Floppo disengaging, giving away space alongside the Vanguards in tandem. Fincy's temporarily exiled, and Sloppo starting to develop on this angle. In comes the skill issue, moving towards that back line. Byron wants to get in there and just bubble everybody up.
No way.
He's going to be punishing onto Nevix. Good objective discipline here, making sure to play on that corner where we do see the intersection with the invisible boundary. But VIRTUSPRO didn't really invest that much other than Fincy's ultimate. Now
this is bad. This is bad for FYRSTRAYS.
You can see that Binary cannot receive any healing. None of his strategists knew where he was, and the Mantis would have no chance to do that anyway. Blackso has to do their best to hold up the shield on the corner, sustain this angle as they move forward with Snos. The Soul Resurgence is everything, but so too is the Raging Royal Flush. The damage coming through from Sparker right now is absolutely insurmountable. A cataclysmic amount of
52% is good, though. 52% is good.
And their last remnants will be disintegrated under the gaze of the Bears.
A lot of resources had to be used, though, during that team fight to get some percentage from VIRTUSPRO, and that's got to be in the back of the minds of FYRSTRAYS, especially as Binary slowly building up that Monster Hulk form again, and Damon already having the Kumiho Unleashed available to them, but they have to wait some time for Sloppo to be able to combo it for that Galactic Legend. So VIRTUSPRO looked really solid with the usage of the Final Judgment and the Raging
what's up,
Royal
Noko?
Flush.
How you doing? How you
I'm really
doing?
curious how they're going to position Fi specifically with the Soul Resurgence just to keep them with
Did I move?
on to this point.
No.
Isolated Anti, but able to try and save themselves there. Oh, Sloppo's got a good angle for this one. Galactic Legend good to go. Just needs a little bit of a damage boost. Fi needs to answer this one, and there it is. The Soul Resurgence and the Guardian
It's the
Shield
same.
as well. Anyone who overextends out of range of the Mantis is going to be in danger. Drujo's going to be the primary target here, but Sloppo still has access to this angle. For Triple Strategist, they might need a little bit of healing here. Fi starts to play for themselves. My goodness, he's an aimer. And you got to deal now with Binary. He's gone monster mode.
Oh my god.
Oh
my god, dude, chat, this might be the first time VIRTUSPRO loses. This might be the first time VIRTUSPRO might lose.
There may be some stragglers, some survivors here to play, but Cypher just forcing them to
Oh my god.
This is going to make it so much more interesting to do in terms of potential
Bro,
tiebreakers
everyone's been
going
talking
forward.
VIRTUSPRO, the best team, VIRTUSPRO, they can't lose. Chat, they're looking very vulnerable right now.
Do it. There's a chance that other teams could potentially take it, even Rad against VIRTUSPRO, so they're definitely looking at this one closely.
It's doable, very doable. The invisible boundary like to be brought up here, just trying to distract Sparker from any potential targets. In comes the Gambit ult as well. There's going to be so much damage, but he doesn't want to go inside of the invisible boundary. Jugo's getting stuck in, trying to make it all work for themselves, but now we're up against Damon, and the White Fox claws just tear through.
No way. If they win this fight, chat, if they win this fight, it's GG's.
The invisible boundary.
Oh my god.
Last chance saloon here for VIRTUSPRO.
Oh my god.
Still in control of this point. Blackso has the eye like Amoto. Is there going to be anything to stop him? Fincy getting rid of Sloppo is going to make sure that anything else is going to be a touch more difficult. Blackso finds nothing. It must have been a push coming through from Saipe, because that was nowhere near.
I did not expect this today, chat. I did not expect this today. Come on, Fire. Come on, Fire. Come on, Fire.
Going to come on through. Binary's 2% away from getting access to the Worldbreaker Hulk. Damon falls down at 99%. The Kumiho is not to be unleashed this day. Does Binary feel it towards the back? Can you feel it now, Mr. Binary? Or can you feel it now, Mr. Hulk? Sloppo coming up close to Personal Cyphers.
Can you feel it now, Mr. Binary? Can you feel it now, Mr. Hulk?
That was a must pick against Damon. We see the selfie come in from Fincy just to build up more ego points, I guess you could say at this point, because they don't need any more XP. They're fully upgraded, but even then, they need some sort of confidence boost, and I feel like getting that elimination onto Damon was the straw that might have broken the camel's back against FYRSTRAYS. If they can hold it down here, using that Soul Resurgence from Fi, could be the
Come on, Fire. Come on, Fire. Oh, this is going to be an ult fest, chat. This is last fight. Look how many ults are coming up, and then look how many ults are already made. FYRSTRAYS almost has all 6 ults. So does VIRTUSPRO. Bro, it's going to be an ult fest. Come on, get a kill, 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 get a kill.
Even in the face of danger, and here's the Kumiho unleashed already down low. Gets a bubble coming through from Binary. The world must break under his pressure.
Oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh no, he's dead. Oh no, chat. Oh no.
What can you do but wait?
Wait, it's even!
A Soul Resurgence is ready to go for Snos. It is untouchable right now as Shuko drives everyone forward with the Raging Royal Flush. The damage overwhelming, and it's going to be so difficult to stay here. Saipei under pressure. Sloppo's round the back.
Oh, he wasn't in the ult! Oh my goodness! You can't get off the point. Don't 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 chase those kills. Don't chase those kills. They flipped the point, chat. They flipped the point. But their Strange is alive. He can't TP because he's alive.
They can't TP back because Blacktoe's already fallen all over and Finks has brought themselves back as well.
They can't. Oh, they don't have a TP. Wait, they switched. They switched. They switched. They switched. Put it down. Yo! Oh, bro, it was so close, bro. Damn it!
No one jumped through it, though. I believe there was a force physics that went into it as well, just to keep them off of the objective, so no chance for a final touch from FYRSTRAYS at the end.
All they had to do is, bro, they died.
Map versus VIRTUSPRO was FYRSTRAYS, but
I'm mad. I need to ban 5 people from my chat. I gotta make a sacrifice to Fire Gaming. FYRSTRAYS so they could win the next game.
Okay.
I need 5 people.
Let's dig into some stats. Ryan's gonna have a field day with these.
Yeah.
Blacktoe walking away at 34 and 7, a huge amount of 33k damage on the Strange with 76k blocks. Like Sparkle was just pumping damage into that shield. So much utility is coming out of the
They were so close, man. That was a good game. That was actually one of the best games I've seen from EMEA.
I really also love the flanks that we saw from Sloppo. Time and time again, they were able to catch.
Hey, that was a really good game, chat. That was a really good game.
Time again, especially on the back line. Like, Saipei and Dredro, they didn't seem as flexible as they usually are. 4 KOs against them than we're used to seeing, but a big thing to note, too, Sparker going down more often than ever. This is the most KOs we've seen against them the entire preseason. They were 10-1 into their KD. Shout out Ryan for that stat before this moment, and a little bit of a struggle bus for them, but they were eventually able to turn it around. But Nevix MVP, not too surprised, especially with the flexibility we saw from them, depending on which hero they wanted to get into. Rogue, I think, was a massive change of pace for them. Having the Heartbreaker, staggering the ultimates from FYRSTRAYS, and unfortunately for FYRSTRAYS, they had to play against the world champions, because any other team, they would have won this map.
Yeah,
bro, that was such a good game, man. I wish.
But like, no crazy.
FYRSTRAYS would have won that.
This is a very real team, and honestly, big credit to Sparker realizing binary is a problem on this World Breaker Hulk. Like, the burst is so good. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna become CC immune, and I'm just gonna do a more billion damage per second to instantly de-Hulk that Hulk. And I think saving the
Come on, man.
To counter that ultimate out was the right
Jay, would you like to be added as a hero in Rivals? They're never going to do that, bro. Marvel Rivals has like 8,000 characters to choose from. Why would they make a
focus in terms of priority we see here from VIRTUSPRO?
Put the guy in the wheelchair in the game, Professor Xavier or whatever, and it's basically like me in the game.
Especially that extra damage on the Hulk. But we do have to take a quick break before map number 2. We know these teams are going to talk amongst themselves and figure out if they can get even closer on the next one.
Coughing Baby almost beats the Hydrogen Bomb, bro. That was a good game, man. That was such a good game.
Fantastic!
Oh. Such a good game, man. I hope the next one is exactly like this, chat. I hope that the next one is a nail biter as well. Stop making Mr. Fantastic skins. No one plays that hero. That's not true. I'm pretty sure there's at least 3 that play that character.
Clear the way. Feel the pull. Disappear.
I am playing your stream and cleaning, and my friend said, did you just say good game, man? Well, tell your friend that I said if they have Amazon Prime, they can literally make a Twitch account and sub to this stream as well. And you know what they say? Friends who sub to J3 together, stay together.
Jeff
Yeah.
got an emote shaking it, and so did his dad Deadpool. Can you ask Wang Wang to give such a gift to Jeff's mum Emma? It's only fair.
What? I am not gonna ask Wong Wong to give Emma Frost a shaking ass emote. What? What are you guys? What? Chat, what are we saying here, bro? I know, I appreciate the massive notification. You guys are a little wild today, man. I mean, technically Venom is like shaking ass, but that's Venom. You know why I don't think they would give Emma one? Because I think if you gave Emma the same thing that you gave like Venom, people are gonna be like, "Wow, why are you giving the girl characters these skins?" When they literally do the same thing for the guys.
Was the match of the day? I would have said you're a rage baiter. What that was.
Actual Imperator tweets.
Put me in a rubber room. And Vaudable, put me in a room with Hulk, but not Binary Soul. That guy was insane today.
Hulk stocks are through the roof, especially having the double bubble that we've seen too, having the exiles that you're able to use.
Okay,
even
chat,
more
let's see
so.
this.
Like
Next
they have
game. I wanna
never
see
been
this
in a
next
better
game.
state, except when we saw Gamma back so many seasons, like a year ago at this point. And I think this has been the answer teams have been looking for against more of the dive composition. We even talked about this going into this map, is like, are we going to see the Hulk in some capacity?
Hearts of this is the first
and
one that we've
we're
seen
used to seeing the Venom
today.
specifically, but I really loved that play from the side of FYRSTRAYS, but also got to shout out everyone on the team. Sloppo on the flanks, just doing everything necessary for their squad. Zanas
Let's see it, bro. Let's see it. Come on.
Mantis did so good.
Come
We
on.
saw,
Chat, I will
All-Star do
twerk
what they
on the
could,
wall
even the
if
last
Fire
moments of
wins
the
this
portal.
next
It just
game.
did not work, unfortunately, at the end.
Come
Now,
on.
Heart of Heaven. We
I
haven't
believe
seen
in
that
you,
too much,
Fire.
so this will be an interesting one.
Yeah, I can't believe it. Like, someone has been able to make the gods bleed, like, Day. Like, and if you ban enough duelists, Sparker's gonna come up with something. And it was the Punisher, but on Heart of Heaven, yeah, sure, maybe that too.
Unfortunately, God has access to gunpowder, and gunpowder is a pretty good invention. The Punisher, I think, was particularly strong against FYRSTRAYS, given what they like to run in their Vanguard line, right? They love the Doctor Strange and they love the Hulk. And Doctor Strange, with that 100 HP missing off the shield, can be constantly peppered down. You can kind of one-clip the shield with Punisher. That means that Black So has a lot more trouble being in these aggressive positions to get those E's that he wants. And it also means you can put down this consistent pressure on the Hulk and punish him for his engages by swapping over to the shotgun.
And just to kind of go through FYRSTRAYS' previous picks, they actually picked Heart of Heaven against Rad and kept it as close as they could. And something about this Black So on the Doctor Strange made a huge difference. It's just Vaudable. They got to actually get through the portals.
Yeah, that's the tough part. Get through the portals, make sure you get through the chopper, as we wanted to see them do at that moment, but unfortunately did not work out.
Yeah, and they got to get through this next map. FYRSTRAYS kept it close, but can they punch us for good? Or
Hello, chat. Give me
VIRTUSPRO
2
will
seconds before
end
we
it
start
for
this next
good?
game.
Let's find
Need
out.
to help
this
Emily
next
with
game.
something.
I'm not going to say I'm rooting for Fire because that would be unprofessional and biased, but I am rooting for a fantastic game, VOD, and I'm hoping that FYRSTRAYS' mental is staying high after that close defeat to VIRTUSPRO. Already we can see, you know what? Maybe we should take Elsa from a best duelist player in the world.
Yeah, I mean, you're never going to let Sparker have Elsa anymore on this map or any potential
Any
maps in the
map,
future.
actually.
Yeah, I was thinking about that as I was saying. It's like, yeah, they're just not going to have a good time with that. I did like the prioritization that we saw, making it so that they didn't have the Daredevil available to them, nor the Star-Lord, so it forced Sparker on into the Punisher, which wasn't as comfortable. Now we're going to be also seeing, again, the one-sided Gambit. Probably see a Loki ban come in here at some point as well, so they can't get the copy. Pretty much the same style of bans and protects from last go around, but the big change up here is the focus on the Daredevil instead of the Mantis. And if you're VIRTUSPRO, you might have to ban out that Mantis because of how good it was for FYRSTRAYS.
Yes, Nost was playing well on the Mantis. I would love to see FYRSTRAYS do a protector here, either on the Mantis or on the Vanguard pool, because we talked previously about how much of a skill issue is
okay, let's see
way
this.
of trying to shut down a Gambit and quickly.
You know what's my favorite thing about this?
If they fall during
And I've been saying this for a very long time.
Go away, and that could be deadly to players who overextend with the
VIRTUSPRO has one of the best DPS players, obviously, right? Sparker. But
they're like, yeah, you can
they
use your
still
ban
ban Elsa first.
When
are other teams going to understand? Ban Elsa!
In any capacity.
I hate when I see teams lose because they leave Elsa open, and I'm just like,
Daredevil is
the second game you're going to ban Elsa, right? And they ban fucking Gambit again.
To have Daredevil with an Ultron drone and the damage boost from Mantis to deal with.
Yeah, so Destroyed being in does mean that Ultron ban is demanded. This does mean
okay, let's see this.
Are going to have access to that Vanguard Deadpool,
True.
which is a pretty good answer. And there we go, the Rogue on the table as well. We saw Nevix get quite a bit done with the Rogue. Rogue also is a great enabler for triple Vanguard compositions because of the AoE healing you give to the remainder of your team when you're hitting those team-up bashes.
That's a good ban. That's a good ban because they got
you typically don't see
they got Gambit. Good ban.
You usually see them paired with Gambit. I mean, they're a married couple.
What is Sparker gonna play? He's probably either gonna play Phoenix.
Meta play as well.
He could play Psylocke.
Like to see it there. I'm really
and
curious
it's the Phoenix.
on what the adaptation is
Yo,
be
Ty
from
Jones,
Sparker.
Person
Are
has
they
a new
gonna
tier
stick
1
on
sub, my
hit
friend.
scan, or
Welcome
are they
to the
gonna change it up
Balding
a little bit
community.
with
As soon
this
as you
map
sub to this
specifically?
channel,
I think the first point, it works
50% of
quite
your
well,
hair just disappears.
especially based
So,
on the compositions. we
thank
saw
you for
from
joining
FYRSTRAYS.
us.
If you could snipe the Star-Lord out of the sky, it might shut down their Galactic Legends a little bit better.
FYRSTRAYS having the invis banned away from them as
Yo,
well.
yo, 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 yo. Why did they put the music so goddamn loud?
Just denying that team up from BlackSo, who's been able to get some great value from Doctor Strange so far, which I think VIRTUSPRO were a little bit shell-shocked by in some of those
They weren't
engagements.
prepared for it.
Like, the southern pull does, it does kind of, it's a bit spooky, you know?
Yo,
Scary.
Big Dog. Appreciate the
It's
massive
like
prime
your
sub,
own
my friend. How you
mini
doing?
version of Force
Why is there a...
And you're having that with a Vanguard that has a 500 HP shield in front of you and can also pull you away from the heals of your team. It's a bad time waiting to happen, and that's what they experienced. So they do not want to go through that traumatizing moment again.
Okay, Vanguard's up on top of the high ground here. It does mean that it's going to be very hard to catch them early with something like a fastball special. Obviously, from our spectator POV, we know that that's not on the cards for VIRTUSPRO, but one of the good things about teams at this point, at this level, is that you do your due diligence. You don't give anything away for free.
I like how we see BlackSo just building.
Okay, chat, hold on. I gotta ask
It's
that magic
even
8-ball.
some like landing pads for them from the rooftops if they do want to come down and have some high ground still against them. It's an interesting maneuverability that we see from
gotta
this
concentrate
group
and
on
ask
the points,
again.
and
Hold up,
great
give me a second.
positioning as well for his Ironwood wall.
So we're doing a great job of playing inside the wall.
Very doubtful. Oh shit, chat. That magic 8-ball says very doubtful.
Visible as everyone else to aim in a very effective way. BlackSo doing their best to try and peel for themselves. The castle has once more been erected. The Citadel rising up, even if they are over in North America. You can see Dreidra dropping into range here of Binary, but instead focusing in on the peel. Getting rid of those regeneration domains does mean that Finzi can now go in a little bit deeper, but against the Soul Bomb, things become a touch more complicated. Over health up to 727 means that Finzi has plenty of staying power, and this consistent shield pressure coming through from the Unicorn does mean that the strategists are having a lot more trouble delivering their heals to those strategists, and that's why BlackSo has had to give over a tick so far. Cypher once more hiding out behind this waterfall. Essentially, it's going to be unnoticed here, apart from all of the damage that's going to be pouring out of it. Nevix is going to have access to a wall to try and...
Are we watching a tournament right now? This is a hacker video. We're trying to find out who the hacker is.
Onto the back line, and everyone's
I just can't figure it out.
Binary has returned on the Doctor Strange. No access to a team up this time. It needs to get onto a point.
Oh, they got to get on the point, bro. They got to get on the point.
At the point where it has been capped. Znoff drags everyone forward, but you can see that overhealth is not going to be around for long. Spark is going to do his best to avoid this incoming damage. Great focus fire from FYRSTRAYS. The Sloppo is going to be ready to try and answer this.
Oh, we do have the Rage
Yo,
Row
Gen
plus
X,
they're coming
first rest
out,
of
so it's
13
time for them
months.
to go in again like this.
Oh, can they get on top of the Gambit is the question.
Oh, this guy obviously has aimbot, maybe.
Possibly saved some cards for that one, just cleanses themselves away, and while Sparker can no longer find their counterpart.
Oh, they had a 2-minute hold. That's not that bad. 2-minute hold's good.
Love the usage of the Rage of Ultron as well, just to section them away from the objective and force them to go back to their spawn room after everyone collapsed in on them from VIRTUSPRO. And it's a great strategy. I'm loving the positioning that we're seeing, especially from Sparker, just focusing on that front line. We saw
Adam
Binary
Warlock.
and
We don't
Black
see a lot of
go down
Adam Warlocks, chat.
immediately,
This
and
is
there was
very
nothing
interesting.
to keep the rest of the team sustained.
Okay, looks like fighting in the underpass is in the interest of the FYRSTRAYS here. The remainder of FYRSTRAYS want to stay a little bit further back, though, so they can't be easily flanked through that high ground, especially against an Ultron like Fi. A quick drop down onto the four. Sloppo's ready to answer. Nevix is knocking at the door. A skill issue as well.
Oh, they have to get the res again. Get the res again. Oh, no, chat. VIRTUSPRO is just rolling right now, man.
These guys are brawling out of their minds.
The Heartbreaker, too, made it so that the Adam Warlock, unfortunately, did not have their ultimate in time
Oh,
to bring people
chat,
back.
dude.
So that was a brilliant play from Nevix, and continuing to show how the Rogue, with this team-up, with the Gambit, is just such a crucial save.
Yo, Jay, do you think there should exist a save slot and ranked during pick ban? No. Because you're going to have every single one trick on your team try to save their character. That's the difference between ranked gameplay and professional gameplay. Everyone's playing as a team here. And ranked, everyone's like, oh, I want to play my character, save my character.
Sparker may have overcommitted to this one, thinking that Nevix was going to survive a little bit longer, but great focus fire from FYRSTRAYS. And this should be VIRTUSPRO just resetting to not give over any more ult charge.
I'm loving the swap from Sloppo, the adaptability, and the aim from them, but Sparker answers right back.
Oh my God, Sparker's
well,
just...
Sometimes it's a lost fight, sometimes it's just a Sparker moment, and that was indeed a Sparker moment. Goodbye to a closer clone, potentially. Snosh drags everyone forward. FYRSTRAYS still have to think about how they want to play around this resurrection. They can't really make too much use of the speeders without getting out of range of destroyed safe space that needs to be held in the back for when things start to take a turn for the worse. And they're about to, as the Raging Royal Flash is ready to go. In goes the Rage of Ultron as well, towards the back and
oh!
Sloppo combined with Black, so unbelievable focus there onto both Saipe and Sparker. You couldn't ask for two more valuable picks.
Good shit, bro. Good shit. 2 more minutes. Come on, 2 more minutes.
They cannot escape the danger zone that they were sent into, and even with the invisible boundary, it wasn't enough.
Fincy's still in the back. That could be big going on to someone like Sestroid if they manage to find that resurrection location.
Trying to just sneak around and, as you mentioned, see if they can sniff it out, wait for this next team fight, because I know if they can shut down Destroy, there's no chance for them to win this next team fight, and that might be the win condition here for Fincy, but did opt for using it a little bit earlier on and getting closer out of the equation.
Yeah, that's a skill issue. This needs to be the resurrection. Indeed, it's going to be Sestroid on the other side. Has survived it for now. A quick click for a little bit of HP, and Fincy needs to get on out of there quickly. However, the remainder of the Vanguard needs to make their way onto a point as they're so close to a second cap here.
Oh, nah, that's a cap, bro. I think they need to get off the Atom, bro.
Hearts most certainly are feeling a couple of palpitations right now. A Sloppo around the back can't find anything. A cocoon revival from
I think he needs to get off, bro. Yo, MLS 79 for 68.
Pretty sure the Heartbreaker went off right as the God of Mischief was activated, so they couldn't even use their
absolutely insane, my friend. I appreciate it.
Appreciate it. Devastating.
He's staying on the Adam Warlock?
So sad. Alexa, play the song.
Hey chat,
well, we'll see what they can do though in this next team fight. Again, trying to hold them as long as possible, waste as much time and make it that much easier for them when they are on their
nickel for 11 months, 4K B99. Appreciate that's a prime. And Jay3, whoever donated as my name, appreciate the massive donut.
Can you try and get an isolation here onto the Gambit Drajo around the outside? In goes a big blast onto Saipe, declared to be nothing, and it was even when the Phoenix Force agrees. Oh no, Fi! He used the last stand directly into a Loki green. What a great response from Closer.
The answer backs, the clapbacks between both of these teams are on another level. FYRSTRAYS trying to go toe-to-toe with the best in the world and showing how much they have leveled up from last week into this one. But they still need an answer, and Sparker's got an angle.
Oh, the sparks. There's a reason they call him Sparker. Trying to intercept towards the back.
Oh!
It doesn't quite work out this time. Good interception onto that, but still not much value off of Binary's Meteor M. They need to move back and maybe try and isolate Nevix here. He's getting incredibly low, but the healing's going to be delivered, and Sestroid is still precious points away from that resurrection. The last chance saloon. It has to be Closer moving forward now. Has temporarily been stunned, but has access to the copied usage of the Soul Resurgence. Look at this, VIRTUSPRO. They simply leave. It's great disengagement.
Yeah, I've just baited out the ult from the Loki so that it kind of went to waste after that team fight. So backing off at the right moment, knowing they have so much room to work with and eventually engaging again.
This invisible boundary is kind of crazy as well. From Saipe, finds Sloppo around the back. Binary going to be overwhelmed as a Wolverine.
Someone needs a touch. Someone needs a touch. Touch it.
Maybe super cool
touch
materials
it.
as VIRTUSPRO.
You gotta be on it. You gotta touch it.
Seconds remaining.
Back to the status quo is VIRTUSPRO as they are ready to go for this one. Unfortunately for FYRSTRAYS, this might be the end of the road for them as they look ahead towards their last series tomorrow for a potential makeup time.
Damn, bro, that's not looking good.
Having picked this map, likely have some pretty concrete plans for their offense. This is not the easiest point to attack, and we often see attacks halted on second in particular. Second, that wrap around that the turtle takes is...
I think they should have got off the Adam Warlock a lot earlier, bro.
Especially when you respawn
like,
on
as
the
soon
low
as they
ground,
use
looking
that
out
res on
towards
the second
this
point
window
and
where
they still
currently
capped
is,
the
and,
second point, they should have
it's
just got
very
off it.
difficult to make unobserved movements.
I'm just really curious on like what the game plan is going to be from FYRSTRAYS, right? We see Blacks going to the Doctor Strange, but they don't have the team up that... I don't know if it's necessarily a crutch, but they definitely relied on it a lot. Zanos potentially changing on, okay, we're going into the Luna Fox combo, as I like to call it, between these two heroes. And I think the
Angel,
stuns,
Priest of
the
Massive
charms
done on
that
my
we
friend.
see
What's the
from
most
them
important
might
role?
be a
Tank
difference
DPS
maker against
healer.
FYRSTRAYS, just to stagger them enough where we kind of saw a similar story.
I think
when
every
we had
role
the
is really
Hulk
important. I
disrupting
think
them
everyone needs
with
to be
the
doing their
Exiles.
job. Everyone has a different job.
Yeah, those
But probably I would say the
like, there are
support.
certain assumptions you make as for like the
But I
support
think,
you're gonna be
yeah, I
receiving
think it's a
in
team
different
game. But
situations,
so
right?
if
Like,
you
having
if
those
you have
micro
bad,
stuns,
you need really
having
good
to
supports in
worry
my
about that
opinion.
when you're trying to use an ultimate that's very vulnerable to being interrupted as well. Certainly something that needs to be kept in mind here for VIRTUSPRO.
I think they have a lot in their minds now. The big thing is a full hold. They want to bring back respect to the name of the world champions, and VIRTUSPRO will be the ones on the high ground holding it down.
Also, Stroid pivoting over onto another duelist now. We know him to be a fantastic hit scan player. The Phoenix should be right in his wheelhouse. Oh poor
no!
Black, he's having a real
poor guy.
bad time, and that's going to be a skill issue put over onto Closer. I believe just misses a shot and then is instantly destroyed by Deadpool's debuff. And well, that's a fight.
You're back in spawn. You got the double for Dredro. Having a good time with it too, leading the charge for their team where normally they're on the back line instead. So this is the wheelhouse for VIRTUSPRO on full display, and you got to go toe-to-toe with the Kings if you want to have a chance at a shot on the crown. And right now, unfortunately, they are just begging at their feet for a chance.
It's just so difficult to get up on that high ground as well. You can see that Fi is just like constantly showing himself up there, not just to gather information, but to make everyone very afraid of what might happen if they do go up onto it. Nos is just decimated. Nevix, I didn't know that he had this kind of rogue in him. This game is kind of crazy for him. Fincy falls down. Blackso finally finds the angle.
You guys gotta get the fight to the point though. You gotta fight on point, bro, so you can cap it.
Have an advantage once Sestroid respawns, especially if Dredro falls down low. But Cypher's not going to allow that one to happen. It's easy healing through the waterfall.
I'm loving the positioning from VIRTUSPRO with this waterfall too. Get rid of that line of sight, make it so that you can keep your team up as much as possible. And we saw that when they were on the attacking end as well. A lot of teams can learn from that.
Spark a real low. Can try and rescue themselves if they get to low HP. Using that ultimate in. Oh, yeah. You might be declaring that a legend is to be formed today, but Sparker could just sit here, bomb down onto Sestroid.
Oh, no,
the
chat.
Clears all. The Raging Royal Flush never
Well,
to be underestimated.
I
And
mean,
it's a celebratory selfie. Extra XP for Vinci Bros drowning.
we had a good run. FYRSTRAYS had a good run, chat. I mean, they were doing really well, but now I think they're
having a good time with it too.
Well, they're folding.
Because they're rooting
They're
for
folding.
their fan favorite team. Got a little bit of a heart attack on Domination, but now we see Binary here, seeing what Nevix is up to in the corner.
Don't move. His vision is based on movement. Nevix needs to get back inside this invisible boundary. It's an unconventional location, but if you go in there, Fire is going to be waiting for you. Sestroid tries to fly away, but the slow on the invisible boundary just means that it's easy for Fire to keep up here. The last stand almost ready to go. Look at how tightly FYRSTRAYS are in position here. Blackso takes to the skies. The Meteor M not to be outdone.
Oh,
by
no.
Fire grabs the Feral Leap. There's even more to be done. A Sparker finds the angle. The high ground contest needs to be brought here by Sloppo. though, but there's not really going to be enough healing. Round the back, give me those Vanguards. I'll do something to them. Black so isolated, no friends, not enough healing, and Spark is there
chat.
to finish him off as Fincy on the
We can do an early 07, bro. FYRSTRAYS put up a great fight. It was very entertaining until, I guess, the second point, but hey, the first Koth game was really close, chat.
Previous editions, so they are no.
Hey, Nevix is a good guy, chat. I don't know if you guys can see what he said, but he said first map was a really good map. Good job. Oh, he actually complimented him. That's really good. That's really nice. The stomp on the second map was crazy also. Keck W. Oh, that's actually really nice. I like how the professionalism and the sportsmanship is actually really nice. I think this is a hot take, chat. I think out of all the teams that could be where VIRTUSPRO is, I am glad it's VIRTUSPRO. They're all much older. They're very, you know, they're more mature. They don't let the ego get to their head, and I really like that about that team. They're nice people. They're nice people.
A heavy burden to bear in Domination, but they were able to pick
very
themselves
nice.
back up, especially when Sparker is maybe on a stronger hero from their pool.
Yeah, Sparker definitely.
I like everyone on VIRTUSPRO, man. They're a really good team. Oh my god, bro. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my.
26k damage.
One death. Saipei with 3 deaths. Cut Saipei. Washed. Washed. 1 death.